Okay, I was just over at Russi, came over here to Hypermart, which is the cheaper of the grocery stores in town. Kind of looks like almost like a Sam's Club here with shelving, but not really. It's just a normal grocery store. Oh, I did come through town here late at night and got money from here. It was closed and almost drove right into a volleyball court. They had set up a volleyball court here late at night, and we're out here playing volleyball. I almost drove right into the volleyball net until I realized it was a volleyball net. I'm here to get some dried fish for the girlfriend, which I have to hang up and call her. I'll be splicing this back together. Now they have a variety of goods here. Oh, here's something to be aware of. You can ship decent thermos bottles and cups. Hard to find ones inexpensively here. They're super expensive if they're good, and a lot of times they're only as good as a dollar store one. We have clothes, writing paper, pens and pencils, and toys. Lots of toys. No shortage of toys here in the Philippines. Toys and sugar. We'll just do a quick walk through so I can find her this fish. And armed security. They're everywhere, but they're more like doormen. A good blender wouldn't be a bad idea to ship. I haven't found a good one. Luckily, I shipped a good one. It is 110, but it'll chop ice and it'll cut your fingers off when you clean it if you're not careful. Rice cooker, plenty. Microwave, plenty. Air fryer, not a big deal. Toaster oven. And here's your burners, various stove burners, which I have to buy one more. I'm currently using a single burner, but we're looking at doing a party because we are getting married. And we have a birthday party for the kid as well. So we throw it together into one big party. We're discussing that now. Well, another thing I've had issue finding, I found it in one place, was butane for cigarette lighters. I found it on the far side of town at City Mall. It's on the far side of town near the airport. And you see they have a little bit of tools here. Not a lot. Let's pick a tool here and look at a price. Adjustable, feels like possible decent quality, but do not see a price. Oh wait, yeah, 200, basically $6, $5.50, $6 for that. It's just shy of 300 pesos. Oh, and I just bought an LED light bulb for my Chariot. I didn't know they had them right at the Russi dealer for 300 pesos, and they put it in for me. And they did not charge me for removing the springs, which I had done. And it does feel better, but I haven't driven it that far. And they sell a variety of things like weights and skateboards as well. There's a shop in town called Wise. Sells protein shakes and things, but here's all, if you're into weightlifting, you can get all that kind of stuff. Maybe you won't get as fancy equipment as you get in the US, but they had machines there at Wise, which is a little tricky to find, but they exist. And you can buy cooking equipment. Most of the stuff is not that good of quality, but you can find some halfway decent stuff in here. I did ship cast iron cookware and a lot of kitchen stuff. The only thing I'm really upset that didn't show was my kitchen knives. I would suggest bringing them in your luggage, because they swipe my Gordon Ramsay level kitchen knives, along with grandma's knives, mom's knives, dad's knives, all wrapped up in a nice little bundle. Although bizarrely enough, they didn't steal my GoPro out of the same box. So it makes you wonder. Had a 360 GoPro in the same box. I didn't touch it. All there with a nice mount, which I haven't gotten out and got it working yet. Luckily, it all charges off a USB. There's more of the trash cans I showed you earlier. There's curtains, different things for the house, bathroom curtains, drapes. I'm thinking of closing off a room that's got a very tall wall so I can get air conditioning to stay in. That might do it. So it makes the measurements come back. And here, various other cooking gear. I just don't have time right now to do a better video, but it's a basic store. It's one of the bigger grocery stores, or if not the biggest grocery store in town that I have found. There's plenty of stuff I haven't found yet, folks. It's always an adventure here. Finding more. Here's the plastic section. And I bought a whole bunch of this from the U.S., had it shipped. So some of this stuff could be pretty bloody expensive. I think I was looking at, where are they, the big ones at O's that were like 1,000 pesos or some shit. Or 1,500 pesos, I think maybe these. Yeah, 1,200 pesos for that. So that was like 20 some bucks for that thing. I shipped a bunch from Amazon, better quality, even with the shipping, it was worth it. I haven't got any big ones like I planned in the future to get them. I haven't got them yet. A lot of stuff from Amazon now you can get shipped if it qualifies and you spend over 49 bucks. And it'll ship for free. This is the other side of where the drapes were. And sorry, I just do not have the time to do a slower video through here. And I'm trying to make this video pretty quick. Anyway, I have purchased a whole bunch of these. These are very handy, and they're only like, they're 250 pesos a piece roughly, which is, you know, $5. And here's more Tupperware. Almost to the food, folks. These are decent size. One of the things you will not get here is bread. You'll get bread, but Strowman white loaf bread is pretty much about what you get, and it's not even that good. There are bakers that are baking here. You got to find them. I found one so far that can make nice bread, real bread, sourdough breads and things, but don't plan on, if you're into certain breads, having them all every day, you ain't going to get them. All it is basically cracked white bread flour made into different shapes. Here, pretty much. Lots of crackers and cookies. I did find this particular brand here. I'm going to probably come back and grab that. Isn't bad. I don't know if that's a brand name on there or type. Lip and whatever. But they're not too bad. Out of all of them that I've tried. Okay, we're getting to the food here. And they start with lots of candy. Cookies, candy. There is no sure. There's plastic bags, Ziplocs and things. Like, you'll find that having stuff in Ziplocs or in snack clothes covers is good here. There's a lot of ants and big ass cockroaches. I just actually had a nice big mouse or a rat, or a little rat, I'm not sure which. We had a rocker on my front porch with a mover's blanket folded up on it. to sit on, make it a little bit more comfortable. Oh, look, you can get microwave popcorn. And a variety of, I haven't seen too many American brands here, but they do have them. Here's Doritos, Late Cheetos. One that I really like you can't get, they just recently started selling there, which is a corn-based Cheeto. Very easy to chew with almost no teeth. I'm almost done having my crappy teeth pulled. Got at least two more that are bad. The last two, one was badly infected, and that was fun to get taken out. I could find a good dentist. Got a real nice touch with the needle. The name eludes me at the moment, but Dail, Dr. Dail, and he is located in I forgot the name of the hospital, Doctor's Hospital, which is on the far side of town, near the airport. And he can do implants and things. I haven't got into that with him yet. I plan to get implants done, but one tooth in America would cost me $800 to $1,000 because I have kind of three roots, and the fact that I'm diabetic as well. And he charged me so far 8,500 pesos. So 8 times 20 plus 5 more, 10 more. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 teeth. Add that up, folks. It's gonna take a brain surgeon to figure that one out. One thing I don't like is how they kind of, everywhere here in the Philippines, how they keep their meats cold. Generally speaking, the stuff is not on ice, although it's kept cool. A lot of times it's also exposed to lice. But getting back to the chair, I went to sit in this rocker I had on the porch. I bought a plastic rocker, which is reasonably comfortable. But I'm sitting there and I feel something bump me in the butt. I thought the girlfriend came over and touched me and stuff. And I look back, she's all the way 20 feet away. Goes the daughter. I'm like, what the hell was that? Ignore it for a minute, then I feel it again. Get up, pick up the blanket, and here's this like 3 to 4 inch long rat or large mouse, tiny rat or large mouse, in between the 2 layers of the blanket, living in there. And the damn chair hadn't been there very long. I just loaned it to the neighbor, because he didn't have any furniture. And he decided he didn't want to use it. And you can get, here's Campbell's. Cream of mushroom, chicken noodle. I haven't seen tomato. It'd be nice to see tomato. I think I did buy tomato somewhere. Pretty sure I did buy it. Might have been Yan Yan. Or at Belcher. I did buy like somebody, oh yeah, I think that's the brand here. I opened them up and it was like 1 spoonful of beans, the rest was liquid. Wasn't too happy about that. You can get ragu. There's some other better. Most of you can get tomato paste and peeled tomato to make your own sauces. Most of the sauces here are going to be sugar-based sauces like candy noodles. Now we're getting almost to the end, folks. Lots of pasta. There's the spices. You can get some spices here, not all that many. Some, or you can get some, but you'd be surprised a lot of this is doubled up. And olive oil. There's plenty of olive oil. Not as many brands and types as you might like in the US if you're into dipping. We're still in spaghetti and then noodles. And mayonnaise. I tried too much of the mayonnaise. I'm not a big mayonnaise fan. But don't plan on getting Hellman's. Maybe over at Belcher's. And lots of ramen. They keep their eggs out. But Trust me, the eggs, most of the eggs here I find taste like cardboard, but that's not why. Here's the meats. And I'm walking along this slow. Don't ask me to identify or country style barbecue. Oh, yeah. And let's see. Oh, here's the pork belly. Ground pork. Plenty of pork here. Tons of it. Ground pork lean. As you can see, there's flies on the shrimp and the fish, but it is cool. It's not warm. Doesn't feel as cold as it should be, really. But it is kept cool, unlike the markets, which they just throw cold water on stuff. But you can usually touch the fish and you can feel that it's cold, and it's reasonably fresh. We did have some issues buying some chicken that turned out very tough in a couple of places. You get the right stuff, it was tender. And this is what they call hot dogs here. They're actually individually wrapped. All of them, even these, they're individually wrapped, but they're not very good hot dogs. Hadn't tried this stuff yet. And this is lunch meat. This is it. There's frozen stuff as well. There's more hot dogs. But they don't know what something like an Nathan's dog is. I mean, they really don't. And there's your vegetable section. Much, much less than you find in the U.S. And there's more Western stuff. This is pretty much like their ethnic aisle in the U.S. A lot of Oriental products. Apparently there's a large Chinese influence here in who owns things. And you can get, I'm trying to get decent honey mustard here. I haven't been able to find any decent honey mustard. Unfortunately, those are Tostitos. It's just like in America. Land Barons is also, but they're small bottles. And let me show you here. There's more hot dog, chicken dog, ham, sausage. I haven't found too much stuff that tastes like proper sausage in the U.S., but I can always keep going. Chicken nuggets, more hot dogs. What's this? A squid ball. Yummy. And frozen bacon. I haven't tried the frozen bacon yet. The regular bacon you get at the butcher's counter is not cured bacon. Lots of soy sauces, sesame oil, all that good stuff. You are quite limited in your selection of things. I'm going to do the food first, and I'll go into the aisle where they have cleaning products. What that is? Oh. I'm not even sure what those are. And here's a rarity. Here's large onions. Most of the time they're tiny, like these little ones here, and they're mostly these red onions. And onions are a big deal here, especially during festival time. There's been like Onion Gate, like where more squid balls. I guess that's what they call a frozen pizza, maybe. I don't know what that is. I gotta have my girlfriend here to say, well, what is that? Meat pie. And here's the veggies again. Tomatoes. They pre-package them for you. You don't get to kind of pick and choose here. If you go to the open air market, I'll do an open air market, not tonight because it's going to be dark probably by later. Apples. You get apples I see everywhere here. Not that many are in variety. Oranges as well, lemons. garlic. See no shortage of garlic here. Carrots get big here. Fatties. Eggplant, you find that everywhere. And I believe this is breadfruit here. And corn. Yogurt, actually cold yogurt, you know. A lot of stores they have yogurt. In here they have yogurt that sits out on the shelf, but it looks like that same kind of container. You're not going to find a lot of really good cheese here. You'll find some, but not everything you want. You can get Keller's Irish butter, good ass butter, and they are out of the salted butter as we come back. Come get one, but they're out. Now that's my favorite, the Irish butter. Lots of different butters. Not as much as the U.S., but kimchi, tofu, not at all. Big selection again, but a lot more kimchi than you usually would see in America. And this is your aisle for more cleaning products. Just run through this real quick. Here I have the Clorox, instead of Clorox. Dog food. Well, very crowded here. My girlfriend particularly likes this one. I don't know why. Why she likes that particular one. Toilet paper and paper towels. You will not find bulk. I haven't found anything bulk yet. When you do grab one that looks like bulk, it's actually not bulk. It's one they didn't put away yet, which I have found out. Different skincare products. Soaps. I think they're soaps. Safeguard, yeah, soaps. Most of this here's tissue. Lots of tissues here. Bath mats. These they used to hang clothes. They open up like a umbrella. You can hang a bunch of little lightweight things on it. Ladies' clothes. Most laundry is done by hand here, but not all. You can get your laundry done. Not too expensive. I do have most of mine done. And she just takes care of the various hand wash stuff. Like my shirt can shrink in the dryer. But we send the towels and all that stuff out. Now, one thing that bugs me here for shaving, you can get razor blades here. I didn't look for them here yet. I shipped a bunch to Balambaya. Don't think they fared too well. It seems like they tear it up my face. What I suggest is to get an older style safety razor, because you can get those blades here. I had a bunch shipped and I bought a new safety razor, and I've actually found my father's safety razor. And what I find difficult to get is shaving cream, and it only comes in tiny little containers. So I had an old style brush and cup and shaving soap shipped from Amazon. Hopefully I'll be able to get shaving soap later. I don't know. I had them shipped like 6 bars of it, so I'd have enough for quite a while. Works quite nicely. A little bit of hot water. Brush it up. And what I've done actually is, okay, that's the end of the aisles in Hypermart. We're back to lots of lunch meat. They have a thing for meat in cans. All kinds of stuff in cans. Lots and lots of it. Whole aisle is canned meat, almost. Oh, they also have this play area here for the kids. The girl always wants to go in there, but it's $4 or $5 to go in there for even just a few hours. Get decent ones of these where you come, because you're not going to find good ones here. Okay, folks, that's a quick walk through Hypermart. A lot of powdered milk here, and you can get ice cream. You have a decent enough refrigerator to keep it frozen, and a generator to keep the fridge running. They also have a section where they sell food over there, and there's stuff upstairs. Let's see if I can go over there, and I'll go ahead and shoot some video of that. Somewhere here I can get through. They chain off most of these. Oh, I can unclip that. And you can use your credit card as you know. Let's see what we got upstairs. I don't know if I've even been up here yet. I think they got furniture, tables and chairs, and I'm still kind of on the lookout for. Oh yeah, they got quite a bit. Oh, exercise. Good afternoon. Exercise equipment. Most of it looks kind of cheap. What I saw at Wise looked a lot better, more weightlifting equipment. Bicycles. Tread machines. Lots of bicycles and a dead end, I think. And there's the parking lot. And there I am over there. We're right over there, so right there. Variety of different tables. One thing I find kind of a pain in the ass, when you want to you find chairs that you like and they're attached with a table, forget it, you're buying the table too, you should not buy shit separately. Which is unfortunate. Most of these tables are either too small or uncomfortable chairs. A lot of the furnishings I'm finding particle board. That one feels like wood. I hadn't been up here and looked at any of this stuff. But here's this. $60 for this. It's not bad actually. It's probably particle board. No, can't tell if that. Yeah, I think it's particle board. Well, there's a place across the street here that sells foam, like mattresses. They also have furniture, and I've heard it's better furniture, but I have not been there yet. Actually, let me go over here and I'll point it out. Forget the name of the place, but it's literally straight across the street. And you can buy a mattress in there, you can buy furniture, all that good stuff. Made in foam. That's the place right there. And they do furniture and other things. I'm finding a lot too that not very sturdy. There are some that are, this one, the way it's made, it's probably, yeah, this is a little more rigid. And it's $12,300. Assume that comes with the chairs, but as you can see, these are very straight back chairs. There's not much angle at all, and it's typically not going to be very comfortable. And they make the bases flat. They're totally smooth. There's no coping for your butt, which makes them uncomfortable as well. Or the cushioning is extremely thick. They do the same thing with the chairs. Pretty straight back on most of the chairs. To find any kind of a rake to a table or chair or any couch or chair, you gotta look. I was in a store the other day. I found one. Somebody had already bought it. And typically, if you find one that you want, buy it because it won't be there tomorrow. They'll buy a bunch of stuff. When it's sold, that's the end of it. They don't buy more. It's just what's there is what's there, and that's what you get. Excuse me. Thank you. Frankly, a lot of the chairs I've been leaning towards buying stuff like this because these work. It might seem a little weird to put like something like this around your kitchen table, but I'd rather do weird than uncomfortable any day. Here's beds. Bunk beds back there, mattresses, mirrors. I need a large mirror to put inside of a frame. That's $3,600. $20 for every 1,000 is a pretty good guesstimate. It'll be a little bit less than that. You'll get a little bit more for $20. It's probably more like 19. It's like 56 to the dollar, but it varies. So it's saying $20 for every 1,000 is a simple way. So there's $65 mirror. Not even that. And I have an antique mirror that was shipped because the mirror broke. 1/4 of an inch thick glass broke. And I need to find a mirror to put in the frame. The frame is okay. So we're going to save that and put a mirror in that frame. All right, I'm going to get just an aerial shot of Hypermart. And that'll be the end of it, folks. Oh, and here's a barber chair. I don't know how comfortable that'll be. I might be buying one of those because we're setting up a hairstyle business with my girlfriend who does hair. Lines aren't bad today either. I've seen where every single aisle has like 15 or 20 people, and I've seen it even worse than that, especially around Christmas time. I hear they'll check your ticket on the way out the door. You'll find that the cashiers will first mark it all up with little check marks, and then they'll hand it or staple it or tape it to your bag. And after that, the guy at the door punches a little hole in it as you go out the door. All right, folks, I got to make a call. Check on what this dried fish gonna go on. And I'll catch y'all later. Have a good one. Have a good one, everybody.